Look, the truck looks the same as it did the last time you saw a video. I haven't done much, obviously, but the good news is my roof is fixed, which if you didn't catch it on the last video, I have a leak from my roof into our bedroom wall. I'm not gonna go too far into it, but I got the roof fixed, so that's what I've been doing this week, and I've been kind of handling that and trying to get all that taken care of, and insurance and quotes and stuff like that. So I haven't been out here, and well, sometimes it just happens. That's why until we get the bedroom fixed and I get all that stuff done, I'm probably not going to be on schedule as I would like to be, but I'm still going to try to do my best to at least get one video out. Today I'm not doing a lot. And quick refresher, if you're stumbling across the channel, this is my Dakota. It's an LS Swapped Dakota. We're putting a Ford 8.8 rear end in it. Pretty much everything is done. I need to tack it in on the what do you call it, Perches. There, that's the word. So I'm going to do that today. I'll put a couple tacks here and here, here and there. And I think I want to pull the cover off today while it's still in place, just to kind of look at it and see what we got going on and take a peek at it. I think it's going to be fine, but I'd like to do that while it's kind of stationary, not rolling around. And then probably, I don't know if we're going to do it in this video, if I'm just going to do it off camera, but I need to pull it all out. And so that means dropping the leaf springs and stuff like that that are in place, which, you know, I have to do that because I'm going to pull it out, I'm going to clean it up, and then it's going up to my buddy Tommy, who's going to weld in all the Perches in a professional manner, so that I'm not trusting my own welds on something like this, which is pretty important. The last video we kind of set the pinion angle to match the transmission rear angle, so we don't have any driveline vibration, and that's really important, and we don't want that. So I think we're going to be good. Yeah, so let me get the welder all configured, and I'm going to clean up these things real quick, maybe with some sandpaper and some Windex. Don't want to use the brake clean I have because it can react with the weld and create some gases that are not very beneficial for your lungs. And being a former respiratory therapist, I care about my lungs because they're not great in the first place. Anyway, let me get to it. All right, I have not said it today, but I'm going to say it now in case you guys don't know. I'm not a welder. I'm still learning. I'm very novice to this, but I got a welder, and allows me to do some stuff like this kind of ugly boxing into the frame. But it works, and you know, I'm learning. But that's why I'm not going to fully weld my Perches on. I'm going to take it up to my buddy Tommy's shop with his own welder. He has become a fantastic fabricator and a great welder. And I'd rather have him do this important stuff to make sure that this stuff doesn't break when we're on our drag and drives or drag racing and stuff like that, when it's pretty important that things stay together. So I am going to set this up. I talked to him the other day. I'm going to turn my gas on. I guess it was already on. I wonder how much I've lost. That's not good, but it looks okay, so I guess we're all right. Gotta remember to turn that on. Oh, I take it back. I turned this off. We're gonna open it. There we go. I'm not sure what's going on there. See, told you I'm not a welder. I think there's a bunch of gas in the line that I need to pull out. So this is closing the valve. Let me turn this on. It didn't turn on. Oh, it's because I didn't turn it on. Man, I'm just having all kinds of problems. How about this? That's better. Let me let some air out of that. There we go. There we go. That's better. All right. That makes more sense. Okay, I'll turn it off so y'all can hear me. And I'm just gonna use my my chart here to figure out what settings I need to be on. So I'm using 7525, and what's my wire? 705-6, which is what this is. Or 70S-6. Anyway, and we're going to 1/4 inch, which is, well, that's actually bigger than I think what we need. So let me go more to like 1/8 of an inch, because that's more like 3/16 in between there. All right, so we're gonna say this wire size is 0.30, so it's this, and we're gonna go to here, so it's 260 for the wire speed. Voltage is 18.5, and induction is 5 to 10. So turn it on. I'm gonna go to 260, maybe just a little bit more. And I like to slow the wire speed down because I'm not great. I don't even think I'm good. 18.5, so let's do 18.2, maybe 18. And then the induction, it said, was what, 5 to 10. So we'll go kind of in the middle at 7. All right, we're gonna see if that works out. Welding people are probably telling me I'm an idiot or something like that, or maybe I got lucky, I don't know. But we're just gonna put about 4 tacks on each of these and kind of go from there. So let me get the gear on and get the light set up and get the camera set up, and we'll go after it. That's done. I'm not extremely happy with them. I know there's something wrong with my settings, but right now I just need this to stick to this, and if this accomplishes that mission, I'm fine. If you guys have any tips, be glad to hear them if you're a welder out there. But here's the best part of it all. I don't know, this does not register well on here. Oop, I'm touching things. But transmission angle is 5.6, and we're at 5.5. I'm not going to sweat about 0.1. So after it's all welded in, we're going to be good to go. Anything from there that we have to adjust, I can probably do with a shim or a spacer on the transmission, but I don't think we're going to have to do any of that, which is going to be fantastic. I can't measure my final driveline angle until we have the drive shaft in place, and it's going to be a little bit before we get all that. So this is a great starting point. We want the same angle, but they're kind of opposite if you look at ups and downs. Anyway, let's pull the diff off this and kind of see what we're working with, and then we'll call it a day for today, because it's going to be a scorcher, and Maybe tonight I'll come out and do some more. I don't think I will. But yeah, let's pull this diff cover off while it's in a place where I can and isn't going to make a crazy mess. All right. I wonder if this cover has been replaced. This may have been a northern axle because it's pretty rusty, but let's see what we can do with all these bolts, which are 13 millimeter. Not bad. Here we go. You can smell the funk already. This is our tag. Remember that lets us know it's a 373. It says nope, that's not our tag that tells us that. Never mind. It says W140 synthetic oil only. Anyway, we'll keep that along as well. I think I have the other tag in the truck. Alright, I'm not going to pull that bolt all the way out. Now I got to find my pry bar. Nope, maybe not. Whoa. Oil looks like it's relatively clean. Looking a little bit of mess because of the fan. Probably going to unbox some of that. The oil doesn't look too bad. It looks somewhat new. It has a green hue to it. Let's pull this guy off. See what we're looking at. Okie dokie. No broken chunks, which is absolutely ideal. Has definitely been off because this is just silicone on the housing instead of like a gasket, which is just fine. Definitely limited slip. I see a spring in there. All good things, and this is relatively new fluid, so that's beneficial. I like that. I don't see any chunks. I think there's a magnet on here that we'll look at quick once this kind of stops draining, and we'll go from there. So all I'm looking for is right now, it's just to see if there's any indication of a lot of wear on the ring gear. Like sometimes they'll be sharp if it's not set up correctly. I'm not a professional here, but usually you can see major issues pretty easily, and it's looking good. And then if you can see the color there, that diff fluid looks great as well. Like I said, it's been recently changed, so I wonder if they've recently rebuilt this rear end. I can kind of tell that this looks like it's been out. You can see the spring in there for the posi, so pushing limited slip, sorry, but it's pushing pressure on the clutches. So I don't think I'm going to do anything other than put new fluid in this rear end, get it all cleaned up and stuff like that. In a while here, I will pull all this out and look at this magnet. In fact, I'll do that right now. All right, so there's the magnet, and there is some metal on it, but not an extraordinary amount. So that's good. But remember, there's clutches in here, so there's going to be some expected clutch material. But I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Cool. Make a mess with that. Gonna miss clean up some of this stuff too later. Okay, well, yeah, I'm just gonna let this stuff drain for a while, and we can look at this stuff again. Let me see if I can get a little light in there. Here's all your clutches and your plates. I mean, I think it looks pretty good. Once I get the tires off and the frame supported, I'll be able to rotate it. I can't rotate it right now, and we'll get it all nice and clean. And then I'm going to do something special for the rear end cover. And if you've been around this truck for a very long time, you know exactly what I'm going to do. And if not, it'll be a fun surprise. Some of y'all will probably think it's dumb, but I gotta do it. I just gotta do it, especially according to all of my friends. But I think that's it for now. So this will probably be one of my shorter videos. Sometimes 30 minutes to an hour a day goes a long ways. And if you can't do that, sometimes 30 minutes to an hour a week, it's what you have to do. And that's kind of the position I'm in right now, since we're still fixing the house stuff. But we got a lot of stuff going on as always, and I'm gonna try my best to just get out here, and even if I just do a few things at a time on this, we're still making progress, because I really want to have this thing running by fall, running and driving by fall. So that's the goal. What we have next is I gotta pull the rear end out. I want to get it all cleaned up, nice and painted and stuff like that. Take it to Tommy to go get welded. He's out of town, so he can't do that this weekend. But I can tear it all apart, kind of get it back on jack stands. And I kind of like to do that, because if I can get these wheel cribs out and I can put them under this car, I want to install some parts on this car. So I'm going to try to do that, because there's something I've been wanting to change on the Nova for quite a while. And I want to fix the wiring on it, which I'm trying to plan out now with parts and things like that, for the ignition and stuff. Obviously, we have a whole lot going on. We have Gramps, which is our 4.8 liter twin turbo 4L80E project, and I'm gonna see if Greg can get some parts ordered for that, so we can put the front suspension back together. I gotta order some front suspension parts for my truck, and maybe a brake solution that somebody else has found on the forums, which is really cool. This guy named TJ has really come up with a really good option for some nice wheel brakes. And I don't know if you've heard me before, but this thing doesn't stop very well. Hopefully it will with the disc brakes in the back of the 8.8. We'll find out. So what I'd like to say is, if you're new to the channel, we always got something going on. I try to get a video up at least every Saturday, sometimes Sunday, and you know, like to hang out with you guys. So please consider subscribing to the channel and hanging out with us. We are on Facebook and Instagram at The RacerX Garage, and I'd like to try to get a little bit more interactive on there, so I'm going to try to come up with some ideas for that. If you have ideas for that, how we can be a little bit more interactive, let me know. And all right, I'm going to go shower, and then I'm going to go to a buddy's house for a little while and drink some beer. So have a fantastic weekend. Have a fantastic 4th of July holiday. Be safe, and we'll see you next time. Until next time, you know the deal. Y'all be good.